What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, guys, and a little different video, man. I know some people watch me for the college football, they watch me for the Madden. Gonna have that stuff coming back. Guys, I've been knee deep in Destiny. Now I've been playing college football. Don't get me wrong, but this is for my Destiny people. So I want to showcase a build for the Hunter class. Guys, this build got me through the Fable story. It got me, I hadn't touched Mystic yet. I tried it. It is super difficult by myself. Currently, I am 294, but on my Warlock, I'm like 304 or something like that. I just switched back over. So this class is based off the Hunter class. And as you can tell from the title, this class, guys, is going to make it to where you are like this is for people like me who loves to solo stuff, because I'm not a part of a clan. So if you have a clan and you want me to be a part of it, send me an invite, because I would love other people to be able to play with in this game, because it is fun. Now the grind is, oh my gosh, that's not what this video is about. We know the grind is crazy. I want to showcase this Hunter build that is outstanding. Like, I literally just completed I just completed a level 300 solo op on the Caldera. I got a B plus on it because apparently I can't do, because of where my highest stat is at. It makes it so that even though my Hunter is like level 280, 290, it still makes it to where I basically can't do expert and get an A plus anymore. And it's weird that it does that by account. But anyway, so master difficulty, even at 300. Now I just completed it, so I got some more drops and things like that. I'm gonna do it again. And so you're going to see this build basically makes it so that you stay invisible. Like, your uptime for being invisible, this build is geared around that. And the combination of being invisible allows you to stay alive. This is a survivability, but it does pack a punch. And so I want to look at the build really fast. So in my primary slot, I have the Mint Retrograde, which is a phenomenal weapon. Y'all should, if you don't know, you should know. I have recycled energy on this particular roll. I am looking for a better rolled one, but this is the one that I got, and it works great. And then elemental homing, dealing unique elemental damage grants this weapon a stacking damage bonus for an improved duration. And the cool thing about this is that it's elemental, and since the Mint Retrograde is strand, then it's going to do that damage as well. Like, so you get that buff. Some other primaries that I do dibble and dabble with is the Festival Flight. It's a good grenade launcher, but the Mint Retrograde just hits like a freaking tank. And then this puppy right here, this is the bee's knees right here. The third iteration. This is the key that starts the Porsche, if you will. Now, some of other specials that I do use, I'll have to show you my solar build another day, but the Devil's Ruin, y'all, is goated. And then all of these solstice weapons are phenomenal. The Yeartide Apex is an outstanding submachine gun, but I don't want to stray too far. And then in the heavy slot, I use the Outrageous Fortune. It is a pretty dang good grenade launcher, and I'm not a big grenade launcher guy, but this one here is pretty dang good. And then for my armor, I'm using the Graviton Forfeit because it improves invisibility. The Vanishing Shadow. I hate that they didn't make this one of the new exotics, if you will, new exotic that they carried over. You can tell by the teal symbol in the top left corner. This is not one of those, but it's fine. So increase the duration of any invisibility effects. While you are invisible, your melee recharges faster, your weapons reload faster, and your class stat is greatly increased. All of this is important. And so as far as my mods go, let's just take a look here. This is the best look. I have all of them spec'd into weapons. The reason why is because I'm a solo player. And with this particular build for the Void, it's very important for me to be able to deal some damage. You know what I'm saying? So my weapon stat is at 150 right now, and so you can see it gives me large brick chance is 51%. Primary special damage 7.6%. I'm a big PvE guy, and then heavy weapon damage is 5.1%. You can see my perks on my artifact. The ones that benefit me the most, probably actually, I mean, all of them. This isn't a build that you really even need this for. I mean, because this is Radiant and Scorch. Honestly, guys, with the artifact mod, these don't really do much. For me, I mean, you're gonna get the anti-barrier for your pulse rifle, but that's about it for this particular build. I don't really. The other stuff comes into play whenever I use my solar subclass, and that's what you're gonna see later, really more or less for my warlock. Oh my gosh, it is. I have a solo build for my warlock that I want to showcase. That is, you're literally just, you can't. I mean, it's hard. It's harder to die. I'm gonna say you can't die. So don't worry about you don't need this to be able to make this build work. And that's what I like about this build. It is super simplistic. So, like I said, I spec all of these into weapons. As far as your damage on your chest, the game does a lot of fallen and a lot of vex. The fallen tend to do a lot of arc damage. The vex will do like some void, so you can switch between the two. The fallen tend to do arc as well. Arc, you see that a lot. So you can mix and match this stuff if you want to. The helmet is important because you gain bonus super energy on melee kills. So you'll see that with your smoke bomb and then on grenade kills with your scatter, which you'll use both of these. Okay, so looking at my build, I am on the Night Stalker. I have the smoke bomb. That's the only other melee they have. And then I have the scatter grenade. As far as my aspect, Stylus Executioner. Defeating a weakened or suppressed or volatile target grants invisibility and true sight. After performing a Stylus Execution, your next melee attack while invisible weakens targets. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't use a lot of melee. I don't tend to get up close and personal in this build because of survivability. And then my other aspect is on the prowl. Entering invisibility marks a nearby combatant as a priority target for you and your team. Defeating priority targets creates a weakening cloud of smoke that makes you and allies invisible when passing through it. When priority targets are defeated, you and nearby allies gain increased weapon reload speed and stability for a short duration and are granted grenade, melee, and class ability energy. As far as the class ability, I have the one that generates melee ability energy. So basically, you know, if you tumble close to an enemy or something like that, it's going to give you melee energy back. I don't have the one to reload the weapon. And then you can tell my melee stat is 50. So the majority of the time that I do a melee, I either get half or I get my smoke bomb back. And the benefit of the smoke bomb, throw a smoke bomb that attaches to a surface and pings target radar, then detonates into a disorienting smoke cloud, weakening nearby targets. Targets within the smoke cloud take damage over time. And then, of course, the scatter grenade. Now, as far as my fragments, okay, Echo of Instability. Defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your void weapons. Void buffs, Echo of Persistence, void buffs applied to you, invisibility, overshield, and devour, very important right there, have increased duration. I have Echo of Starvation, picking up a void breach or an orb of power grants devour, okay? And then Echo of Harvest, defeating weakened targets creates an orb of power and void breach. You can already see the chemistry, the synergy going on right there. Okay, so I create a void breach, and you know, this is important because you're gonna be weakening. You're gonna see how easy it is to weaken in this build. And so by weakening them, you get the void breach, and by getting the void breach, guess what? You get devour. And for those of y'all who may not know what devour is, feast on the energy of your defeated foes. Final blows restore health, grant grenade energy, and it extends devour. So you get it, and it keeps you alive. I love that they had this on the Warlock back in the day, and they brought it over to the other builds. And then your void grenades weakened targets. So this entire build is geared upon weakening targets and defeating those weakened targets, getting devour, which is going to keep your health up, but it's also going to give you grenade energy. And by getting grenade energy, then, you know, right here, it plays on this perk, defeating targets with grenades, grants volatile rounds. Volatile rounds does what? It explodes in a void explosion and it spreads weakness. And the key to make all of this work is the third iteration. Now, I have the catalyst for this third iteration. And so without it, and now I'm going to tell you, I played through the entire campaign on legendary difficulty with this weapon. Now, I did do it when it was buffed. But guys, afterwards, I still played through content and I've played through every single pinnacle mission in the playlist by myself, solo, with this weapon, with this exact build. That is how good it is in survivability and power, because by being invisible, so they, you know that they nerfed the third iteration, but here's the deal: what they didn't nerf was this intrinsic perk. Fires a spread of void projectiles. Aiming down sights narrows the spread. When it locks on and it fires like that, it amalgamation rounds is really what it is. Aiming down sights for a short period without firing compresses the spread into a single high density projectile. Damaging a target with this shot marks them. This weapon deals additional damage to marked targets. Defeating a marked target or landing a precision final blow with an amalgamation round grants invisibility and true sight. So you see the synergy here, okay? This weapon, they did not nerf amalgamation rounds. And by being invisible, you are able to pick off targets with these amalgamation rounds. Like, you're not going to be able to speed run anything with this build. You do have to be a little bit patient with it, but hey, are you trying to get through content? Or, you know, there's no records for speed running anything aside from in the portal, you get the bonus points and stuff like that. But I have to digress. So with this alone, you can still do this build. You don't have to have the catalyst to make this work, but the catalyst takes this up to another level. Why? Because the catalyst for it, defeating targets precision final blows with amalgamation rounds, cause the target to detonate into a weakening blast. And so what happens is you get in there, you aim, it clicks, you fire, boom. If it, you talk about some crowd clearing, because it's going to spread volatile rounds, it's going to spread weakening. Okay, this one spreads weakening, but remember, with the grenades, if you go into it and get a grenade kill first, you're gonna get those volatile rounds, which creates that void explosion. That I don't really use that a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. But when you weaken the targets, there is an explosion and the people around them do take damage. So this is a very, very easy, simple to use void build that is outstanding. And I want to showcase this build. Let's go back into the Caldera. Okay, I want to go master difficulty. That's fine. And let's give them. For the sake of this, I do want to use solar. I mean, use my strand. That's gonna help me take down the boss a little bit quicker. I don't need to use a bane on this one. Let's use. Should we use health? No. Let's find something to use here. We can use solar. We can use solar. Solar is fine. We'll use solar, and then we'll also do the health regen right there. That'll give us a B plus. I just want to kind of showcase this. Now, understand here, when you do that, you do want to go here, and you can counteract that somewhat. I don't know the percentage that this decreases it, but this will definitely help it a lot. Okay, so let's go back into it and let's test this out and see. I am at 294. They are at 330. I've already beat it. I was at 280 and they were at 330, and I walked through it. Like it is just simply that good. So what you're gonna see, I'm not really concerned right here with trying to beat it on time. What I want to showcase to y'all is more or less just how simple it is. And yeah, this is a shorter mission, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to see, like, I can literally just breeze through this dang near untouched. And it's really, really cool. So, start of the mission, we're just rolling out here. I got my weapon ready already. Now this, you got to get those precision hits. And that's how it all gets started. Precision hit, bam. See how it spreads right there? See how they're highlighted? Okay, and now precision takedowns is the modifier. You see the void breach right there? That right there grants me devour. See, so now I have devour. But you see how that splash damage works? Dude, super, super cool. And you see the level of invisibility. 1 second left. Let's see how long it gives me. I have 10 seconds of void invisibility. And for anybody that's played this game, 10 seconds is a pretty good length of time. I really thought that it would be more. I thought that it would be longer, but it's not. And that's fine. I mean, for one thing that I've noticed is getting 10 seconds on invisibility frames is pretty significant. I mean, you've got enough. I'll put it like this. You got enough time to get done what you need to get done. So you can already tell, like, I don't think I've been shot once already doing this build. And the reason I spec into weapon is because it grants me, even if I want to stab him, I can stab him. Boom, that smoke pops. You see what I'm saying? So even if I get, I forgot what I was finna say. Oh yeah, facing off. See, that was oh man, I blew myself up. That was an orange bar right there, and it still just one-shot him. This is why I spec into weapons, because when you spec into weapon, with me being a solo player, it helps this weapon out, because at the end of the day, I do need to get damage. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to take targets down, and by using this scout rifle with my weapons being over 100%, once you get over 100% on a particular stat, that's when you're going to start getting that damage bonus. And that works with your melee, that works with your grenades and stuff like that as well. So, I mean, like I said, a level 300 mission, and you can already tell, like, I got to keep moving here. Bam, right there, I just stay in Viz, and then just start picking people off. Like, they're marked targets, so, and then the showcase, the grenade works as well. Bam, the scatter grenade works, I'm in Viz. My health might be a little bit low. I still have some invisibility left. And then I can just drop that puppy off and I'm out. I dip. I don't have to stay around for it. And I mean, literally, like in the missions where you don't have to do this stuff, I literally could just sit back and just pick these guys off. Like, it is so easy to do. As long as there are enemies around, you can do this. And it helps. You'll see when I get to the boss fight, I got to stay alive, But even in the boss fight, it's the same way. This build is so much fun to play. And like I said, you don't even have to use the artifact mods. The artifact mods don't really do anything at all for this build, aside from being able to penetrate targets with your scout rifles that we have here. But dude, this is fun. And like I said, I played through the entire legendary campaign with this build. I put it like this. I got my character to where it's at now solely with this build. Of course, when you get into the pinnacle the fire team ops, you're going to be playing with people. But one thing that I didn't know is if you change the modifiers, it doesn't match make. So a bunch of the fire team ops I've even done by myself. All of those other missions I've done by myself as well. See right here, that's a most wanted guy right there. We gonna try to take him. I don't know if I want to bother with him right now because he's gonna be tough. We'll see if I can go in Viz. All right. Yeah, he's got a lot of health. I'm not going to waste my time with that. You don't get anything for beating him either, so. The most wanted guy. All right, see this guy, orange bar, take him out. One shot. Bam. That's 2 shots. All right, so we're in Viz now. I don't even have to fool with them in this mission. I'm just showing it just to showcase once again what this does. See how all of these guys are marked, man? Like, and you can just literally go and pick them off. And you get a crowd, you're good. See, the smoke re-triggers your invisibility. Your devour is going. You got extended range on that. And then here I'm already at the boss, and I just start picking them off, man. This thing hits. See that? 200 a pop. Once it's marked, this is simple. I just sit back here. I mean, I'm not going to be able to sit back here the entire time, but see, now I need to go in Viz. Bam, I'm invisible. My health is low, but that's fine because I get the void pickup right there. and bam, I'm invis again. You know what I'm saying? Picking them off, picking them off, making it simple, picking them off. Bam, invisible, devour is going. And the thing I like about it too is right there. You're invisible long enough to be able to reload this entire weapon. So that's always a bonus as well. And then I got my super procs. We're going to throw that. We're going to throw the smoke grenade to weaken him. And he's going to run. But bam, pop out the mint retrograde and just go to town right there. That's it right there, buddy. And then showcase this puppy right here. It puts in a lot of work. Look at that. Ah, he got me. Man, and that's the only thing when you don't have somebody to pick off. See, once I go in biz, it's on and popping, man. Alrighty. Let me get some space here. Got to find somebody to make me invisible. Pow! Right there. It'll make him weak. So I got one revive left, so I got to be careful. Pop out the mint. That mint retrograde is something serious, man. That mint retrograde is something serious. Try to find somebody to help me get in biz. I could just pick him off right there. Get him down right quick. There we go. Ow. He came and shot me from the back. Flanked me, Bob. That's what he did right there. So I don't have no revives left. I got to be careful here. Ah, yeah, we got him. There we go. And we out. That's it, baby. That's it, man. That's it. Now, last time I did this, I didn't die at all. It's crazy. You get on here and try to show off. Oh, we got a tier 4 drop. Look at that right there. Yes, sir. We got a tier 4. Look at that. A plus on it, man. So, there you go, man. Yeah, because I am I am Guardian rank 7. The only thing stopping me from being Guardian rank 8 is being able to do I'll show y'all real quick. The only thing stopping me from being Guardian rank 8 is being able to do the Grandmaster. Yeah, we got a tier 4. That's my first tier 4 drop, like as a Ingram anyway. Yeah, the only thing stopping me is this. Because, I mean, my rewards, of course, I've been earning tier 3s. That's going to go. But the famine modifier is only on Grandmaster. And it's so crazy because with me being level 300, I can't do a Grandmaster. They're literally too strong. And then, of course, power, complete all master conquest in the season hub. And so what that is the season hub is when right here, they're talking about the play now, and they're talking about this one. Actually, there's 2. I didn't know there's 2 of them. So you got the inverted spire at level 340, and then I could already do this one, but I don't want to do this one because look, I mean, I'm level 300, and that would be level 330. Like that's gonna be tough. I can do it. Maybe we'll do it. I'll do a video of me doing it. Actually, 330 is not that bad because what I just ran was like level 330. So, and I'm sure I can die as much as I want in this. I'm not sure. When you get to Master and Grandmaster, it tends to tone down the dying there, bro. But anyway, that's the build, man. Let me see the loot. 306 on the auto rifle. We are going to infuse that one. Actually, yeah. I mean, I don't really use the auto rifle. I do like to look at the build on it. After defeating the target, this weapon fires charges or draws more slowly. So I don't want that on an auto rifle. Solo the Encore to get the choir of 1. Bro, what? So we're gonna bring this up to par. So that's now 306. 303, 303. I need to get a helmet piece. Oh yeah, we got some tier 4 boots here, Bob. Oh, I did get. Now I got this from. Now, did I get that in a drop? Maybe I did. 306. That's 307. That's 304. I use this for my solar build, so I'm gonna infuse it into that. I like the spec into weapons and class. That's 24. Actually, no, I'm gonna switch these two out because this one's gonna be a lot better for what I want to do. That one's gonna be a lot better. And since it's already that, I'm gonna spec some into my grenade actually. And then what did I have on my legs? Solar. I mean void, stasis, and orb of power right there. I want to change it. I like the look of that armor, and I love this shader. So freaking fantastic this shader is. So there we go, man. That's the build. That's. And so if you're lacking as well, 307, we want to infuse this 304. That's a 303. That one's is what, 306. I want to bring this one up to par because I'm not going to use that. But for my solar build, it's that. So I do want to overwrite this one because we switched out some armor. And then for the solar build, it's a little bit different. I'll showcase that in another video, but it bases it off getting those fire spikes and radiance. This is a more aggressive build. There's a perk in the skill trees, or not the skill trees, but that you can add on your weapons, your modifiers for the playlist, that if you get a fire spike, that'll cure you. But this one in particular, this is my radiance build, but I'll showcase that in a different video. If you got questions, man, shoot, holler at me in the comments. This is pretty simple. Like I said, it's a very simplistic build. It doesn't take much. You don't have to worry about this stuff. You have everything you need to just, man, be a solo wrecking machine with this build right here. Now notice I'm 296. My helmet game is lacking. What you can do, guys, is you can go into collections. Go to flare, go to miscellaneous, and then look at that, 304. Now this is some ugly stuff, but what it's gonna do is it's gonna make it to where your light level is higher. Now the only thing with doing this is you can infuse this, and it's taking up an exotic slot. So if I wanted to use it, I could, and bam, I'm 300. I don't want to do that because I don't need this helmet. I'm gonna be honest with you. The rate at which you stay invisible, you don't have to have this helmet. I think it gives me 10, 11, or 12 seconds on invisibility. Without the helmet, it's like 7 to 9 seconds. It just depends on how you get it. So it's still doable. You'll just have to really stay up on that timer and be able to say, okay, I need to stay in Viz just a little bit longer. But I'm not concerned with this because there's helmet builds in here. So I'm going to just put that back on right there. So let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below, guys. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.